alcohol is good to clean wounds in your soul. There you go, a bit of wisdom from Shave&Butcher network. Cheers. Early morning again. My wife's mug she uses at work. Maybe you should talk to someone else. My wife is not a morning person. The razor today is one I use infrequently because I don't want to ruin it. It's made from a Swedish blacksmith called Andreas. This is 9/8 or is it 10/8? I think he calls it. He sent this, I've had it for a while, he sent this little information thingy. Made in April 2019. Andreas Österhult. Near wedge with a square tip. Total width 30 millimeters. There you go. 9/8 plus. The steel is 90 MNCRV8 and so forth. The angle blade the edge angle is 16.4 degrees. Never heard anyone talk about that. Interesting. Scales are stabilized redwood burl with a buffalo horn wedge, and it's got turned brass washers and shims, and brass rivets, brass liners on the scales. I think it's quite spectacular. It's my largest razor, it's the heaviest razor, it's a wedge, phenomenal. The soap today is from ZingariMan, one of my favorite soap makers. This one is called Coconut Nanas, and the scent notes are coconut, pineapple, peach. This is a vegan shaving soap. I have the matching recovery splash. It's not alcohol based, it's witch hazel based. It's like a liquid balm. It's phenomenal, much better than an alcohol based splash in terms of what it does for your skin. So there. Brush is once again the Zenith copper hair brush. Oh, you gave some very, very good tips and commentary as to breaking in bore brushes. I'm going to read one. It's a long one from Sterling Campbell. He's done a lot of comparisons side by side. He says the fastest way I've found is to soak for an hour, lather, then blow dry with a hairdryer. Repeat this a few times and you'll be golden. Something about blow drying the brush gently accelerates break-in. I did not find soaking for longer than an hour to make any difference at all. I also did not find cold water to work any better than room temperature. I did find lathering after each soak to accelerate break-in compared to just wet-dry cycles, while running the tips on a towel made very little difference. Oh, okay. I didn't find that, but fair enough. I also found that blow drying also accelerates break-in when compared to letting the brush air dry, faster in that it requires fewer cycles. Not just faster in the sense that you don't have to wait 24 hours for it to be dry. Going from dry to wet and dry again is what breaks in a brush. How long the brush is wet and or dry, however, does not matter. However, waiting for the brush to dry completely before soaking again did make a difference. Again, short soak, lather, blow dry completely, then repeating is the method that required the fewest wet-dry cycles. Thank you, Sterling. Thanks to everyone else as well. Okay. So it'll take a while to break in. I did a quick break-in, and then I'm going to be working at this for quite a while. One of you, HD Shaves, I think, had the same same brush, not the same brush, but this, you know what I mean, the same brush. I think it was HD, and said 50 plus uses, and then it was properly broken in. Oh, I've got an extremely wet thing going on here. That's interesting. Way much more water than usual. Let's see what happens with that. Yeah, should be good. It's just, the smell is really is great. That was wet. Maybe we don't have enough soap actually. Let's load some more. I added quite a bit of water to make sure I got enough soap. I think the experiment resulted in the opposite. But this brush is still eating lather, like a lather eating brush. And you know, it's a natural hairbrush, so it will continue to eat up quite a bit of lather. They do, and the more hair you've got on them, the thicker the knot is, the more they're gonna steal. That's fine, I don't mind that. I like to load heavily, I like to lather for quite a long time. Wow, look at that, spectacular. So, loading heavily is not good if you want to get a lather in quickly, but if you want to get a lather in slowly, it's very good. So I just keep adding water. Let's see where we end up. So, since the lather is so wet, I'm getting quite a bit of soapy water onto the handle. So makes the brush handle very slippery, which is a downside, obviously. Yeah, today I've got a meeting with the builders again, see where they're at. I'm in a mode where it's breathing down their neck time. Which is, you know, which is fun. Breathing down the neck in terms of not spending more money or time. Money equals time with builders. And they absolutely have to. Because you never know, you know. It's not that I don't trust them, but I can't check how much time they spend on everything and if they're working hard enough. That's a brilliant lather. Brilliant lather. And I'm going to rinse off the handle a bit, see if it's not going to help. It's going to keep pouring and running down. But hey. Hey, we could be shaving with an electric razor. You know, just imagine that. Okay. A bit of caution is needed when you wave such a large piece of steel in your face. It's still on the original edge, put on 4 years ago. You can do the whole face in just a few strokes. Boom. Okay, let's see if we can avoid cutting this open again. Would you look at the size of that? Very cool. I encouraged Andreas to make more of these razors because he did a good job. I think he only made 3 or 4. Didn't I tell this story a few days ago? Felt like I did. And you know, I think he got a new day job. And he only did the blacksmithing thing as a hobby. You know, he did it at home. He had his own hut. Also, he sold this way too inexpensively. So he would have to charge a bit of a fortune in order to break even or, you know, make a profit. You know, like, what are they called? You know, Max Sprecher and those guys. Not sure exactly what the price range is, but on one of these it would have to be, I'm guessing $700. Which is not really expensive for that kind of, you know, piece of art. But there's only so many people who would be able and willing to pay that kind of money. So it's a small market. Incredibly difficult to make a living out of it. Okay, here we go. Second pass. But I'm happy as long as it's the original edge. So he had a friend who measured the sharpness on an index called base, and the central value was 12 and the average was 8.33. That tells you anything. According to Andreas, that's pretty damn sharp. Some large razors don't feel too large. This one does. This is like, whoa. Yeah, does a good job. It's not perfect. It's not base 12 anymore, perhaps. Because, I mean, it has been 4 years and I have used it. But I haven't used it 20 times maybe, which is ridiculous. It's a shame. I need to use it more often. Okay, let's see. Where's the spot? I think we missed it. Brilliant. Brilliante. Oops, more alum. Slippery stuff, slippery soup. Yeah, what would be cool would be to see Dave Card shave with this thing. That would be a piece of art in itself. You know, could he do a 3-minute to 2.5 pass shave with this? I'm sure he could. What are we doing? Soap everywhere. Well, on this channel, we're not famous for shaving quickly. There you go, very good. Stretch. I literally have suds absolutely everywhere. it's good leather. Guess who's cleaning the bathroom this time? Yeah, it'd be my wife as usual. No, of course not. It's going to be me. There you go. I'm going to wipe that dry before I do any other stuff. Must preserve the edge, must preserve the surface of the razor from water damage. You really need to wipe everything absolutely clean and dry, otherwise you get stains. Stains is a place in the south of England. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna rinse, give it some recovery. Splash. Still a very close shave. Oh, there you go. There you go. ZingariMan. Big competition, but I can't honestly, I can't think of a better combo than Zingari soap and Zingari recovery splash. It is brilliant. I'm not gonna put a balm on, I don't need it. This does the trick. Okay, so ZingariMan is all good, but the star of the party is this one. Here you go. Pretty nice. Thanks for watching. I better get some breakfast and get off to work, walk the dog. See you later. Crocodiles. Stay sharp.